No, it's not my anime of the season.
Okay.
I was honestly concerned for a minute.
My eyebrows just about shot off my forehead.
I know.
Yes, we all do. Mari Krombu Weebs, my name is Cole, his name is Mike, his name is Jay. We like anime, and this is episode 49 of the Anime Protagonist Podcast, and it's time for our mid-season check-in. So we're going to talk about the shows that we liked, the shows that we didn't like, and the shows in between. And, of course, we are also going to talk about the games that are coming out soon that we're excited for. But before we get into any of that, Mikey boy, what's on your mind?
Hi, my name is Mike, and today,
Key boy.
I almost died.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a different one, isn't it?
Record scratch, freeze frame. You're probably wondering how I got into the situation.
Well, so yeah, basically all day today I was getting like stuff, or I was doing like a deep clean of stuff and all that. And so I was like, I washed the windows in my house. I washed the floors, doing this deep clean, put away some stuff, washed all the stuff, yeah, whatever. Kind of got stuff organized, and then it was time to put winter tires on the car because we live in a very cold place where winter tires are not only suggested, but our city requires them by law in winter. It's true. There's a bylaw. Yep. Cole's shaking his head. There's a bylaw that says you must have winter tires on when there's snow on the ground. But anyway, outside that, so I was changing the tires on my car, and the jack was being like weird because I just usually use the one that like comes with my car, like the one that's in the trunk, the emergency jack. So I was jacking it up, and I'm like, oh, it's being kind of weird. It's a little stiffer than usual. So I'm like, it's going up and up and up, and I'm like, why is this so hard to do? And I got it all the way up. I put the tire on, and then I put 2 bolts in, and then I needed it to go a little higher because the tire wasn't sitting quite level. So I went to raise it a little more with the jack, and then the jack, I guess it stripped the bolt that runs through it that actually like lifts it, and the whole car comes down.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
And like, if I was underneath it, I would not be on the podcast right now. Luckily, I was just changing the tires, and I don't go underneath cars that are on jacks unless there's also other things there to protect me.
Yeah, you need a block or something.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Yeah.
So pro tip, buy good jacks, use jack stands. And if you don't have jack stands, if you're changing your tire, put one of the spare tires or something underneath the car as well. Because those things will fail on you. They are not very good.
Yeah, those emergency jacks, they aren't really good for that stuff.
Yeah.
They're made for emergencies.
Yeah. And if something seems wrong, just stop. Don't do it.
Yeah. Something's wrong here. Oh, well.
Let's do it anyway.
Let me stick my head under here and see what's going on.
Let me put my head right under the tire. That'll help it.
Yeah. This feels weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
I got to change my tires soon. Yeah.
Oh, no. But you get your dad to do it though, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how it's going to work anymore.
He lives so far away from me now.
Yeah, it might be just worth it, just a like normal place and do it.
Yeah.
But what's on your mind, Jay?
What's on my mind? It is very cold here in Jay's studio. I am kind of freezing. I have a blanket, and I kind of want to put it on while we record.
Put your blanket on. Why do you need our permission to put the blanket on?
I'm not asking for permission. It just kind of seems weird, like while we're recording, just, Jay has a blanket on.
All right. We officially need to start the Patreon. Jay, we have to buy him a blanket with the podcast funds. That's what he's asking for.
Yeah, a nice heated blankie to keep Jay warm.
Yeah, help warm me up.
No. He's not saying no to this suggestion.
Yeah, he is literally saying, yes, help me.
Yeah. No, please don't send me money for a blanket. I have one.
You know what would actually be like sick is if we all got like AniPro branded Snuggies.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would actually be cool.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
That nice purple.
That like neon. By the way, speaking of neon, I was going through the city a couple days ago, and the streetlights were neon purple.
Ah,
yes.
Our city's doing that. Do we know why, Michael? You used to work for our city.
I do know why, and it's not intentional.
Okay.
And I only know this because I Googled it because one of the lights that I drive by when I go to my job every day, it turned purple one day, and I'm like, well, why would they do that? And I looked it up, and apparently the supplier for our city that supplied these light bulbs supplied defective light bulbs. So it's actually just a defect in the LED, and then...
Well, I like the defect.
I like the purple.
I like the defect.
I like the purple, too. I looked it up, and it was like, hey, send us an email. We'll come there, and we'll fix it to the proper bright white light color. And I'm like, no.
The purple's vibey. I like it.
Yeah.
I want them to change them all to this defective light bulb.
Yeah, look, if we're gonna live in a dystopia, at least let it be a cyberpunk dystopia.
Yeah, at least let it look cool. Maybe not be cyberpunk, because I'd like to have a happy life. But it doesn't look like we're gonna get that at this point. But that's another topic for another day.
That's for the dystopia end of the world podcast. Anyway, speaking of things that Cole really likes, Cole, what's on your mind?
I've really been thinking about these purple streetlights. And I've been obsessed with the ex-drummer of Michael Jackson, Sugarfoot Moffat.
What?
I sent you guys the videos to watch before we started recording.
What are you talking about?
You didn't watch it.
You didn't send anything to me.
He sent it to our meeting chat in the Discord, our top secret meeting chat.
I didn't get it.
And I promptly discarded it. Sorry.
I needed you guys to watch it.
I was busy today. I almost died.
I'm joking. I actually did listen to it. It does sound really good.
I'll listen to it right now.
No. It's not just listening. Watching him is just captivating. He's got like this weird drum setup where he's got all of his cymbals up like super high, and he's got these two behind him that he'll like be playing, and then he'll like hit them behind him. It really is.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, he's got them like over each shoulder, and then when he has to like when he hits both of them at the same time, he just like
strikes like a flexing pose, kind of.
It's like a bodybuilding flexing pose. He's got a cool vibe. He's got a cool vibe to him for sure.
He's got a cool vibe because he just rocks like a vest, and that's it. Also, he just stares daggers into the camera whenever he hits those cymbals. Like just with the most stern face, he's just playing, and then he's just.
Yeah, he's got a good drummer vibe. I also like too that he's drumming in like the shiniest black shoes possible. That's very like that's bizarre. I don't think I've seen a drummer play in shoes, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to be honest, that is a little weird. He's wearing like dress shoes.
Yeah.
He's
like
about
Michael
to record
Jackson
himself
shining like moonwalk shoes is what he's wearing.
Yeah, he's about to record himself playing the drums, and he goes up to a shoe shiner and he's like, "These must be perfect before I go on."
These must be the shiniest shoes. This guy though definitely looks like the drummer for Michael Jackson.
If you could tell me that he was like one of the Jackson 5 brothers or something, and I would believe you. Actually, he looks like he belongs in there.
No, he's the coolest drummer I've ever seen. But last week we played a nice nostalgic song. What do you guys say we play another nostalgic song right now as we go into the game corner, kind of?
Welcome to the game corner.
We're going to talk about games that are coming out soon.
I like games.
The idea was to talk about games that are coming out in 2023, but we kind of just pushed that back and said, what games are we like looking forward to that are coming out? And of course, the elephant in the room, Pokemon is coming out.
Yeah.
Like next week.
Yeah.
This week at some point.
This week, yeah.
This upcoming Friday, yeah.
Yeah. That's hype.
So hype. It looks so good too. Like just an open world Pokemon game, even more so than Legends Arceus.
I've been wandering the wastelands lately, like looking for a game to play.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say you were playing Fallout or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought that's where I thought it was going.
No, I've just been like wandering aimlessly, like, oh, I wish I had a game. I'll play NHL 23. Oh, it sucks again. It sucks every year.
Oh man, I've officially hit the point where I stopped buying sports games. I used to buy Madden and NHL every single year, and then they've just gotten so repetitive. It's ridiculous.
In my defense, it has been 2 years since I bought one. I think my last one was NHL 21. Oh, yeah. So I did skip 22. And then, but not. My last one was 21, and I bought 23, and it's still the same game. Yeah.
It's honestly kind of hard to swallow as a tax-paying adult.
I paid like $100 for this gosh darn game.
Yeah.
And it's the same game I already had.
Yeah. With the roster updates is all it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
it's the same as a 2-year-old game.
The only real thing I can use to compare is the WWE games, because I did used to buy those back in the day. Yeah. Even like back in the day, they were more arcade oriented, so like there was a bit more of like a goofy side to it. Nowadays, the WWE games are more of like a simulation kind of thing, where it simulates the whole match, or like the like feel of how a match goes. Yeah. So like it's basically the exact same game, but with updated rosters and finishers and things like that. But like,
but you know what's setting up to be a completely new take on an old franchise that I'm very excited for?
What's that?
Can you guess?
Pokemon.
That's right.
Or
this is the light at the end of the tunnel. This is the oasis in this barren wasteland I'm walking through. I cannannot wait to buy Pokemon.
Let's see if he figures it out, Jay.
Don't say Violet?
Yes. You like remember Violet? You like purple and you like futurism, so that's why you're picking Violet.
Right. Yes.
We coached old man Cole through this.
Mike, which one did you say you were getting?
I will probably go Scarlet, but I'm also beholden to my wife. So if she decides she wants Scarlet, then I will not have Scarlet. Welcome to being married.
Wait, you're married?
Jay?
Yeah.
Jay, what are you getting?
I'm so conflicted because Ceruledge, the sword-looking MegaMan Pokemon, looks so cool and it's exclusive to Violet, but everything else I want is in Scarlet.
So just get Violet or get Scarlet, and then you just trade for that one.
Yeah, Cole, can you catch Ceruledge for me?
I can do, buddy.
Or just go on the GTS when it eventually comes out. It'll be out there.
Yeah, but then I don't know what I'm getting. If I do it through Cole, then I can do it with him.
He can exploit me in my lack of knowledge of Pokemon.
He will do that.
I'll give you this.
I'll give you this once in a lifetime legendary that only appears once in my game. Of course.
Yes. You're welcome.
And I think
be my friend.
Be my buddy. No. I think we also mentioned this in a previous episode, but we're all picking different starters, right?
I always go fire starter.
Yeah. So you're picking what's his name? The little fire
Fuecoco?
Yeah, that's it. Fuecoco.
What is he?
He's a little fired.
He's a little lizard boy.
Okay, yeah. I like that one.
Little crocodile boy.
Yeah, crocodile.
That's it. Crocodile. Yeah, that's the one.
I could picture him in my head, but I couldn't get it was blurry, you know what I mean? And then Jay's a water type trainer.
I always go water, yep.
Yep. So you'll be getting
Quaxley.
We have a nice little emoji in our Discord of Quaxley holding a gun at you. I like it.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
And I will be going, you know what? I usually honestly go grass, even though I never think of myself as a grass type liker. But
he says in his green room.
Yeah.
Oh, it's turning blue.
Oh,
is he going water type?
Water?
Yeah. For the listeners, we are recording late at night, so I have my gamer lights on, as I call them, and my room is multicolored RGB. I don't know. I think for the memes, I gotta go with Sprigatito, but How do you guys feel about benching your starter in Pokemon games?
This is too advanced for me.
Jay?
Yeah.
Does your starter have to be on your team through the end? Let's just say for your first playthrough.
For a first playthrough, I always use it, but if I'm going to replay through the game, then I might consider benching it, depending on...
For me, and my very few times playing Pokemon, my starter is always on my team. Yeah. I feel like he's my buddy. I get very connected to my starter.
I feel like the more you play Pokemon, the more you have to come up with ways to make it more interesting to you, because at its heart, it's a very simple game, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, the fun in Pokemon at this point, when you play it so much, is finding different combinations of team members you can use.
Yeah.
It is ultimately a game for babies.
It's true. It is
which is why I like it so much.
Yeah. I hope that they bring up the difficulty a little in this one. And I say that every time, and I'm always disappointed. So I'm sure they won't.
They won't. Yeah. Don't worry.
Another game that I think came out when this comes out is God of War Ragnarok. That looks pretty hype
yes. Too. I still haven't. You know what? Honestly, I haven't played a single God of War game.
No, you can play.
And I'm a big PlayStation guy, and I've never.
Why don't you? That's your game you should play for right now, because it's free. If you have PS Plus, you can play God of War for free.
Yeah. Maybe I will. You know what?
And it'll tide you over to Pokemon.
Yeah. I think I'm done with this podcast thing. I'm gonna go play some God of War.
What other games are you guys excited for?
Well, of course, just looking forward into the future a little bit. A little game called The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my excitement is immeasurable, and I am looking forward to it.
It sounds like it.
I can hardly contain myself right now.
It does look really good. We just like don't know that much about it to be able to comment on it.
Yeah,
like we know it's a sequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and that's about it.
And we know that there's all new mechanics in it.
Yeah.
I've heard it's gonna be like the talk of the rumors on the street. When I go walk around town, I hear rumors on the street, and they're saying that it's gonna be darker than your typical Zelda.
That's what I've heard too. Yeah.
We know Ganon is back, like proper Ganondorf. We know that it's Zelda. We know that it was delayed, which actually, honestly, for video games is usually
a good thing.
A good thing. Yeah. No, I will go out on a limb here. I'll put it all out on the line. Oh my God, what's wrong with me?
It's the mustache. It's getting in the way.
It's the mustache.
Yeah.
This will be a good game. This will be game of the year next year.
Wow. Oh, that's a bold take.
That's a bold take.
Yeah,
that's a very bold
good take. Good game. I think that's like that's like a foregone conclusion. But game of the year, that's a hot take.
Yeah.
No, I'm standing by it.
You're forgetting that RoboCop Rogue City is coming out in June next year.
Oh, shoot. Okay, is it like vintage RoboCop, though? Like classic-looking, awesome RoboCop?
I don't know. I'll click on it and tell you in a second.
Okay.
It's coming out for Nintendo Switch, PS5, Xbox Series X, and Windows.
Ooh, okay, finally some next-gen games.
Yeah, it's a first-person shooter.
Oh, did you actually know? Did you have it, Jake? 'Cause it's taking me longer than I expected to figure it out.
Yeah, okay. It's an American science fiction action superhero. Oh, it just opened the RoboCop franchise.
Yeah, the article I had here just opened the Wikipedia for it. Maybe this game doesn't exist and we're just dumb.
No. The image I see for it looks like it's vintage RoboCop, which is good. I like it. Big releases for next year as well. Street Fighter 15.
Yeah, that's big.
And Tekken 7?
Wait,
8?
whoa, 15. What?
Isn't it?
Isn't it Street Fighter 6?
I don't know.
Oh, 6. Sorry. I don't know. It looks like it says 15.
You guys just revealed my lack of knowledge on fighting games.
I'm not a fighting game guy either.
Yeah. I was actually talking with you
the
guys
logo.
Before. Go ahead.
Okay, then this is my issue with it, because the logo looks like 1.5, not a 6. So Street Fighter, gotta do better. Gotta do better on your logos.
Yeah.
And then Tekken 7, 6 or 7.
Tekken 8.
8.
This is Jay's game corner. Let's let him lead the show.
Yeah, no, it is Tekken 8.
Yeah.
Tekken 8 looks really good. Just like graphically, that trailer that they showed, like, oh boy, that looks great.
Which one has my boy the cheetah guy that fights people?
That's Tekken.
Okay, Tekken's a better one because it has a big cheetah guy that fights people.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that is true.
That's very fair.
That is a good point.
If you're a nerd like me, there's a new Kerbal space program game coming out. Kerbal Space Program 2.
Oh, they're making a second one? I actually didn't know about that.
Yeah, I like Kerbal. It's fun.
Kerbal's a lot of fun.
I've never played Kerbal, actually. I don't know why. I know I'd like it because I like those kind of games. I just never. I own it on Steam. I've owned it for like 4 years now, and I just never played it.
Yeah, I feel like you'd like it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a nerd.
Huge nerd. Speaking of huge nerds, there's a bunch of anime games coming out very early next year that I think are pretty hype.
Tell me about them.
Some of them are just retreads, which are also exciting, and then some of them are kind of like but also there's One Piece Odyssey coming out soon. It's a turn-based One Piece RPG, and I saw a trailer the other day, and I don't know if this is just a fever dream of mine, but I saw they were in Alabasta, which is cool because it's actually like set in
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama, Cole.
Yeah, Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, where the stars are the skies are so blue. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm hyped for that. I like turn-based role-playing games. So as you might have noticed when I talked about Pokemon, or if I've ever talked about Final Fantasy on here before, we got the Persona remasters coming out.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for Golden, just because being able to play Persona 4 Golden on a big screen without a PlayStation TV is pretty hype.
Yeah. And Persona 3 too is cool too.
Yeah. It is Persona 3 portable, so I'm a bit like on the fence about that one, but
I've heard that's the better version of it.
It is, but at the same time, like, it has a more portable kind of vibe to it. So like you're not like in your day-to-day thing, you're just like a cursor instead of your character.
Oh, okay.
Which is a bit like whatever.
Well, I'll be playing it on my Switch anyway, so it'll translate well.
And then the game that I'm really looking forward to, this is probably like my most hyped game for 2023, Fire Emblem Engage.
I totally forgot about that game.
Yeah, just like the fact that Three Houses was so good, and like how this new one is going to basically bring back the older generation of Fire Emblem lords. So like Marth was in the trailer, and it just looks really good and like visually, and then everything looks so smooth. It's probably going to need a bit more polish, but it does look pretty good. And it's just another Fire Emblem game. More waifus.
Yeah. Yeah, what's
Game of the year?
there?
Game of the year?
No.
My personal game of the year, maybe, but like overall objective game of the year, I don't know.
It's way too niche to be game of the year.
Yeah. Some other big ones that are coming out. Diablo 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty hype. We've got, just looking at the list here, sorry.
Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, yeah.
Fantasy. Ooh, yes. That kind of
looks very hype.
Plays into our niche. Jedi Fallen or Jedi Survivor.
Right, what's that?
The Fallen Order sequel.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. That looks good. And Spider-Man?
Spider-Man 2? Come on.
Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, that's hype.
Sorry, I forgot about that one.
Where he fights Doc?
The first one is where he fights, yeah.
Oh, so it's the one where he fights Venom.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what the trailer was.
Yeah.
Venom was in the trailer, remember?
He was in the trailer, that is true.
Yeah, my boy
Have you not played the Spider-Man game?
What?
Who me?
Have you not played Spider-Man?
Yeah, I played Spider-Man and Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
I was talking about the Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Parker.
Tobey Parker, eh?
My brain is malfunctioning. What's the name I meant to say? Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Tobey McParker.
Yeah.
Tobey McParker.
No, Spider-Man 2 then, that was the one with Doc Ock.
Yeah. And I got the platinum trophy in the new Spider-Man on PS4. Yeah.
It's an easy platinum. I recommend people do it.
It is very easy platinum.
Yeah.
And I mean there's a very good incentive because the only thing that you need to do is be Spider-Man all over the place.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am Spider-Man.
Jay, don't forget too, your MegaMan Battle Network collection comes out
next year.
That is
true. I'm very excited for that.
Because I'm just scrolling through the list.
Yeah, MegaMan.
I'm excited for.
Yeah, MegaMan Battle Network was a really great series on the Game Boy, and just seeing Capcom bring it back is very exciting because it's like a turn-based ish RPG with MegaMan, which is really cool. Tales of Symphonia Remastered is coming. I mean, like, come on, to being able to play Tales of Symphonia again, super excited for that.
Yeah, it'll be my first time going back to it since like I played it on the GameCube as a wee lad. So I am excited to play it at least I'm hoping it has like at least a few modern advancements going on in it, and it's not just a straight port.
I think it's going to be a straight port, Mike.
I hope.
I think it's
my
just
controversial take of the day is, you know what? Let's make it a little more playable to modern standards. You know what? Like,
see, my bigger issue than updating how games play is the fact that if you want to play old games, you need to buy older consoles.
Oh, no. I mean, like, there's just quality of life stuff. Don't
change
fundamental
I know
things about it.
I know. I'm just saying, like, what I care more about is being not having to buy multiple consoles to play every game I want.
Yes.
And just being able to play them all on one or maybe even two.
Especially for like old games where they get super expensive.
Yeah. Like before Diamond or Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl released, the original Diamond and Pearl were like $200.
Were they really?
Yeah.
I know Platinum got stupid expensive, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver are like going to always be super expensive.
They're always going to be expensive. So yeah, it's just like just like put games on everything so the older games don't get stupid expensive, and they're just much more accessible. So the fact that Symphonia is releasing on Switch, I'm just like, let's go.
Oh, I totally forgot about this. Resident Evil 4 Remaster. Sorry, Cole, you were going to go for one.
I was going to say if there's any other ones that anybody wants to mention before we go to an break.
Oh, we got to go to the mailbag before we go to the break. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 for sure.
Yeah, and for you survival people, Ark Survival Evolved 2.
I've never played that game.
Neither have I.
I know people like it though. Yeah.
Mike, what about Story of Seasons?
Yes, I do like my Harvest Moon games. The only issue here is I have a little confession to make on the podcast here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What is it?
I very, very, very rarely play new games. I can't stomach the price tag of a new game nowadays. It just hurts me too much. You know what I mean?
Fair.
So
that is fair.
While I'm excited for all these games, I'm not gonna be able to play them for like a year. Or at least half a year.
No,
Usually
you'll
things
get
drop.
You'll get
I kinda
Pokemon
have
day
to.
one.
I have to get Pokemon. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get it day one.
That's kind of how.
They've had my money since the day I was born. So it's,
Yeah, like the moment you were born, you were just like, all my money's going to Pokemon, and your parents knew.
Didn't even exist yet, but they knew. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All of Mike's money is going to Pokemon, and all of my attention is now going to the mailbag.
Yes.
It's time for the mailbag. Do you guys miss that drop? It's nice. Always nice having the mailbag drop too. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing the voice.
Yeah.
Well, you guys,
Your own voice.
Your own voice.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. We have a mailbag from friend of the podcast, Nug Deep.
Oh.
They want to know who's the hottest waifu, and I laughed out loud when I read this question in our Discord.
Yes. Full
Discord.
disclosure.
You can leave messages for our mailbag and talk with us, and also set the Discord alight when you ask us who's the hottest waifu.
Full disclosure, Nug Deep is my roommate.
He doesn't watch anime, he just knew.
And he famously agrees with me that Attack on Titan is bad.
He does, yeah. That's just purely him. That's him trying to make people angry. Though.
That's him driven by spite. But the hottest waifu is Misato, Mommy Misato. Like, I don't even need to.
Good answer. Yeah, she has the added benefit too of being an adult.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Guilt-free,
preteen. Yeah,
guilt-free, and she's good. She's mommy. I would also accept Yours
a great choice too.
Yours a good choice.
I'm thinking here. Nostalgia reasons. The one I'm gonna go back to my like OG because we were talking about like Little Mikey just a second ago and Little Mikey watching Pokemon. Misty. Misty was like my childhood.
Hey, yeah, everybody had a crush on Misty. Yeah.
Everybody?
Yeah. Except for Jay, because
Jay, you're not old enough.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I watched Misty in Pokemon when I was a kid.
I had you
weren't loving those denim shorts.
No, I preferred Dawn.
Dawn didn't exist when I was a kid.
Yeah. Jay, you are that young.
No, but like I watched Misty and then I also watched Up to Dawn. I preferred Dawn.
Okay.
I was at trail end of Misty, to be fair though. Like it went very quickly into May.
Yeah.
May was good
I always
too.
had when I was young, I had a crush on Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura.
Oh, that explains a lot.
That was the first one. That was the awakening, as you said.
The Sailor Scouts too definitely awakened Mikey too.
Sailor Mars is just like mwah.
Jay, we need your answer.
We need your answer here. It's Lena, isn't it?
It's not Lena. It's not. I can't say Lena with full confidence.
He's gonna say Emilie.
Emilie from ReZero.
Is it Emilie?
Yeah. Emilie. Honestly, I don't know. I can't give a good answer. I think I'm just gonna say your and step back because I can't think of anything.
Jay's too shy. He doesn't want to say.
Yeah. Special. Well, here I'm gonna just show my degeneracy. Special shout out to Makoto Nijima. She's always good. I like her too.
Whomst is that again?
From Persona 5.
Persona 5. That Makoto. So there's like 5 different Makotos.
Wait a minute. Her
sister
though. Her sister.
Her sister has Dom energy, and that's pretty good. But I like Makoto more.
Like we said in our private group chat, Cole likes that step on me mommy energy.
He does like step on me mommy energy. That is
this
true.
This podcast has unintentionally awoken that in me.
I feel like you did it for the memes for a while, and then just slowly you're like,
it's kind of vibe with
it.
Yeah. Another one that I'm gonna throw out there for hottest waifu. Have you guys seen Fire Force?
Are you gonna say Maki or whatever her name is?
It's got to be Maki.
Maki's good, and also the girl with the pink hair.
Oh,
that's step on me mommy energy there too.
Okay,
but I just feel like, you should
Maki
mention
more.
them because they're literally light with fire. So there's that.
Very good.
Very
hot.
good. Very
hot. Yeah.
Hottest waifu, Armin Arlert.
Oh my god.
No.
Cole. We're both silly. What about Lum?
Yeah. No, I mean, like Lum is really good. I like her, but I mean, listen, like when I saw this question, I immediately thought of Misato. So like that's obviously my answer.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh yeah, Mommy Misato.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Not Baneri at all. Not Baneri. Or Bunnelby? Which one's the big one? That people,
Lopunny?
Lopunny's the one that people always lewd. It's very uncomfortable.
What are we talking about?
Cole doesn't know, but he knows. He'd like
people
it.
also lewd Gardevoir, actually.
Oh, Gardevoir is the main one. That's true.
Yeah, people lewd Gardevoir. Yeah. I knew that one. Yeah, because I like that Pokemon.
Of course you do, you furry.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
I don't mean in that way. I mean, like, I just like that.
Sure, you don't mean it that way.
Yeah.
Wink.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, that was very funny.
Cole's like, I meant to do that. Do you guys hear what I hear? Is that the swell of the music, the break music coming up over us?
I hear a question coming from us to the listeners.
What is it?
Mm-hmm. Now, who's going to ask this question?
Yeah, Cole, you ask it.
Okay. Now that I've revealed far more than I've meant to in any one podcast, why don't you reveal to us who's your hottest waifu? Who's the pick for your hottest waifu?
Do it.
Let us know in the comments below.
Do it,
or on Twitter. Weeb. Yeah, let us know. It's time to...
Or if you prefer the other, who's your hottest husbando?
True.
Sure.
That too. Yep.
Yeah.
But Jay, the music's been swelling for so long. We need to go to a...
break. Welcome back to the Anime Protagonist Podcast, where Mike is currently eating a potato, and we are going to go over the shows we are currently watching this season, some shows that we think you should watch, and some shows we think you might not want to watch or drop if you are watching. We're just going to go through this list style. Do we normally have like a format for how we talk about our shows?
I think we'll just talk about the shows that we're watching, and then at the end we can decide if we want to change our anime of the season picks. Do we want to just say what our anime of the season picks were before the season started, just to kind of as a refresher?
Just like because Mike and I changed ours in the preview, so like that one or the one from before that.
No, the preview. Those were our locked in ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pulling it up right now because I forget what it is.
Yeah, good. Michael's got the list because I don't have it up.
If we were like actually a good podcast, I would have prepped this beforehand. Mm-hmm. But I was too busy microwaving a baked potato for me to eat during the podcast. Because like priorities at the end of the day, it's in the podcast doc now.
Oh, there we go. I'm too scared to like upload it because or to download it because my internet sucks. So.
Yeah.
But it's in the doc now, so now we're good to go. How about I start by saying what my new anime of the season pick was, and it was Chainsaw Man. And Jay, what was your new anime of the season pick?
My new anime of the season pick was Blue Lock. And Mike, what was your new anime of the season pick?
Mobile Suit Gundam, Witch from Mercury.
Ooh. And my overall anime of the season pick was Mob Psycho 100 Season 3. Jay?
My anime of the season pick was The Eminence in Shadow.
And my anime of the season overall pick was Chainsaw Man.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Now,
we should specify these are our anime of the season picks, not just the consensus ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like our predictions. Our predictions.
Not prediction of like what would be the popular show, but our favorite. Yeah.
Yes. And I believe Mike had the first overall pick.
Sure did.
Yes.
I got Chainsaw Man with that.
You got Chainsaw Man. Who's watching Chainsaw Man? Me.
Jay.
What are we after?
Noticeably silent. Jay, if you wouldn't mind, Mike and I are going to talk about how friggin' good Chainsaw Man is.
Yep. I was nervous. I was nervous going into it because I thought I didn't think it wasn't going to live up to I did think it wasn't going to live up to the hype because the hype was impossibly high. And I'd say there's a little of that going around because I've heard people say negative things about it.
There's always
But that's always going to happen.
I think it has lived up to the hype. Like, honestly, it's probably one of the highest production value on an anime I've seen in a long time. Just in terms of like animation quality and vocal talent and direction. Like everything about it is just solid.
I watched the dub clips actually Crunchyroll put out recently too, and then I wish I could watch it in dub because it seems like it has a really good dub too. Yeah. But I'm trying to keep up because I'm on an anime podcast, so.
Yeah.
Like everything about this show is astounding. The one thing that we talked about before that kind of was worrying was that one clip leaked where Denji in the first episode when he fights the zombie devil. Yeah. And it's like, it looks a little janky for like half a second, but it's like nothing's perfect, you know?
It's this show is TV anime.
It's going to turn, in my opinion, like Cole said, it's living up to the hype. It's going to be a 9 out of 10 for sure.
I hear they got rid of Power's feet.
They did censor Power's feet. Sorry, 8 out of 10.
And I know that that really upsets Cole.
What? I'm not a foot person.
No, he likes furries.
I'm not that either.
Yeah. I don't know if we need to talk too much more about Chainsaw Man because like everybody's watching it. It's really friggin' good.
Yeah, it's
everybody's watching it. Nobody wouldn't watch it.
Oh,
I guess. Are you sticking with it, or are you yaying or naying, staying with it or dropping it?
I don't know. I'm watching this one. It's Chainsaw Man, for goodness sake.
Of course, me too. I think I had the second pick, and I picked Mob Psycho season 3. Who's watching this one? Me. Oh, nice. All of us are. Now we can all gush about how freaking good Mob Psycho season 3 is.
It's
really
so good.
Yeah.
Like again. Chainsaw Man is solid everywhere. Like Mob Psycho season 3 is like borderline masterpiece in everything. Like maybe I'm being a bit hyperbolic, but I think it's like the animation in it. The fact that it's all like hand-drawn animation.
Oh yeah.
Is just amazing. Incredible.
Yeah. It looks so good.
Yeah. Like I know that they have the benefit of having like very simple character models and stuff like that, but I like that to full advantage.
I like that I like when shows have the simpler character model. And like you said, they take advantage of that to make the rest of the animation so crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me and Shazana were watching the latest episode today, and we were like the show, if you just look at it in the still shot, you're like, oh, it looks kind of janky and bad.
Yeah.
And then you like see it in motion, and you're like, how is it so good?
Yeah.
There was this cool shot in the most recent one where they kind of play with the perspective of the camera where they're like standing on the wall and then Mob like just
that was cool.
That was very cool.
Yeah, like little things like that, which aren't necessarily animation things, but it's just like these little things that you remember that are so cool in it. And of course, like
Giga Chad Mob.
Yeah, Giga Chad Mob.
Chad Mob. Like the writing's so good. One outdid himself, and like people always say that this is the little brother of One Punch Man. One Punch Man's like the greatest thing, but like
in terms of anime, no, it's not.
No.
Yeah.
No, not even close. Like
in manga, but anime,
this blows One Punch Man out of the water. Like I'm not even on like close to the fence. I'm sprinting away from the fence on this one. And Mob I think is superior to
absolutely
for anime.
And the thing that I think makes it so much better is Mob gets so much more development as a character, and like he's someone that you can actually like relate to than Saitama, who his literal thing is that he comes in, beats someone one punch, and then that's it.
Well, they both have the same character, right? They're both super strong and like they're stronger than anyone else, but like. Whereas Saitama is just bored of that, Mob like doesn't care and wishes he could be better at other things and wants to improve himself. So there's just more meat on those bones.
Well, like the like Mob being super powerful isn't the main thing about his character. It's just like another part of him. Whereas Saitama, him being a hero for fun and wanting a good challenge is his whole character.
Right. Yes.
Are you going to continue with it?
Of course I will. Yes.
Like, come on. You got to watch this show.
It's so good.
Everybody watch it. Everybody watch Mob. It's the best. It's
now so number
good.
3 pick. What did Jay get?
Jasif,
number
what did
3,
you select?
my first pick was the Eminence and Shadow. This is our first high dive pick. And let me tell you, boys,
Who's watching this one?
I am. Cole, you should watch it. It's so funny. It's so funny.
It's not that funny.
It's so funny. Mike, get out of here with your.
I'll let you do
takes.
your positive stuff, and then I'll come in.
Okay. So this show, like, a lot of people are gonna watch this, and I think they're gonna say like, "Oh, it's just edgy for the sake of it being edgy," but like that's kind of the joke. The whole show is about him being like this all-knowing, all-wise being that like sits in the shadows and just like waits for the moment to come out and say he was the big mastermind behind the whole plan. But like the whole time he's just like playing or shooting from the hip. He's not really like doing anything intentionally or anything. He's just doing it because he thinks like, oh, this looks cool, or oh, this is going to be a lot of fun. It's like
Overlord.
It's kind of like Overlord if Overlord was like a full-on comedy, if that makes sense. That's the one thing Jay didn't explain to me before I started watching the show, is that it was like legitimately a comedy.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like Sid is so, and the difference between Sid, the main character of this one, and Ainz is like actually a smart character who like makes plans and things like that. Sid does not. He will just like say something or do something, and it turns out that he was absolutely right.
Yeah, like I think in the first episode, doesn't he basically say like make up this thing about the cult, and then it like it turns out to be true.
That's the main crux of the whole story. Yeah. He makes up this whole idea of a cult that's looking to take over the world, and how he's assembling this team of people to be able to stop them, and he thinks like, oh, it's all malarkey, none of this makes any sense, and it turns out it's all true. And he doesn't realize that what he's saying is true, but everyone around him that's part of this group knows that it's true, so like they're actually trying to stop it, and he just thinks they're all playing along with him.
Yeah. Right. Okay, now I'll come in with my negative stuff. This show looks really good. It's really well animated. All the characters look cool. Everything looks
negative stuff.
Honestly, like
that's a positive.
There's all that stuff. The comedy for me doesn't really land though. And I don't know why it is. It just doesn't really land. And then the other thing is the story is more confusing than engaging, if that makes sense to me. Like I honestly, every episode I watch this show, I feel like I've missed something, and I'm just like, why is this happening? And I don't know. It seems like a show that would be for me, but I think it's just not for me. I don't know. I'm not enjoying it.
I think I don't know, because I was never really confused, but at the same time, like I'm also a light novel reader, so I'm not too sure.
I think it's a little too light novel-y for me, because it makes huge leaps at times. Like in the first episode, there's the first half of the episode happens, or I guess like almost the whole episode happens, and at the end, all of a sudden he's isekai'd or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, there's no explanations at all, and all of a sudden he's like 10 years into this isekai life, and it's like,
so I think I know where they're going with that, knowing where the light novel is, but the first like big chunk, like the first, I'd say 75% of that episode is from a later volume that they just like put in the beginning.
It's so like, confusing.
Just though, how they adapted that is very, very strange. I'd agree with that, but when he actually like gets reincarnated into the world, like just some of the things that this character does genuinely made me laugh out loud.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Sometimes the comedy does land, but for me, on average, it doesn't.
Like when the princess throws like one gold coin, he's like barking around like a dog.
Yeah.
Like Denji from Chainsaw Man.
There's a lot of that energy this season.
Yeah. I feel like that one didn't land with Mike.
It didn't land with Mike.
It didn't land with Mike, no.
And also this show's a little too horny for me too. It's got the light novel horniness going on, if that makes sense.
I can kind of understand that, but at the same time, like I'm fine with it, because most anime can be horny at times.
Yes, anime is just like horny in general. That's why you have to really check before you watch it in public.
Like, I mean, literally Denji's main thing is he wants to touch boobs.
Exactly. Are you going to continue watching this one, Jay?
Oh, absolutely.
I will continue for now. Just,
Cole, watch it.
No, Cole won't like it at all.
No, Cole, watch it.
Probably not going to watch it.
Do you want to hear Cole bash one of your favorite shows?
I mean, he already did that.
It's true.
When? With what?
You bashed Clash of the Elite and then sent me a video of someone else bashing Clash of the Elite.
Well,
pretty bashable though.
It is pretty bashable. Speaking of bashable, Mike, what's your number 2?
Yeah, my next pick that I made is totally bashable. It's Spy Family Core 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Also known as OP of the season prediction, probably. We got my boys Bump a Chicken.
Very
We have
bold.
a beautifully animated.
That is a very bold
OP.
take.
Very, very bold statement when Mob Psycho 100
It's so
exists.
wholesome and genuinely amazing. This show is so freaking good, man. It's more of Spy Family season 1. If you watch season 1, it's just more of that. It's great. Except now you have Bond, and Bond is great.
Bond's a good boy.
Bond is,
Dare I say best boy of the season?
there's some contention for best boy of the season, but he's in the
Bold.
running for sure.
Bold of you to say that when Mob Psycho 100 exists.
There's a few shows that have good boys in them for sure.
Mm-hmm. There are some really good boys this season.
Yeah. I don't know really what to say about this though. It's just, they took season 1 and continued it and animated it better and gave it a better opening and better ending and added best boy Bond. So it's like, if you like season 1, keep watching. I'm going to keep watching this for sure.
Are you both watching this?
Yes.
Jay, are you
watching
going
it,
to
Cole?
continue watching it?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, cool. You're still on season 1. I forgot.
Yeah, I have to finish season 1. I got like 2 episodes left, but I can't
Cole,
catch
just
up on
finish it.
things. I
Just
can't catch up on
finish.
things because there's so many shows to watch this season.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Just finish. You have 2 episodes left. And season 2 is so good. Or core 2. It's still season 1.
It's season 1. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like when anime does this, but that's neither here nor there. But speaking of neither here nor there, tell us about some soccery boys playing with their blue locks.
No. This is Cole. He has to talk
it's
about
my
Urusei
turn.
Yatsura.
It's my turn. It's my turn to talk about my
Oh,
number
I've
2 pick,
made a
Urusei
horrible mistake.
Yatsura. And with the
Let's
amount of
go.
times, with the amount of times that Jay and I talk about Loom,
Come on.
obviously Jay and I have watched it and are
Yeah.
vibing with this show.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, have
I
you
also-
watched this?
I'm also watching it. I'm a few episodes behind. We'll get to that.
Just from how his
We'll
voice
get to that.
sounds, yeah, he doesn't like it. I can tell. Mike doesn't like it.
Me and Mike have talked about it, and he has valid reasons for him not enjoying it as much as maybe Jay and I would. But I think this show is contender for like voice acting of the season.
Oh yeah,
Like the cast in it is just perfect for the characters that they're playing.
Mhm.
Oh, it's terrific.
Lum is perfectly cast. Like just her voice fits her so well.
Oh, I'm talking about the guys. Ataru
Oh.
and
Mendo.
Mendo are like perfect.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah.
And
Lum
like
is good,
both,
of course.
both the OP and the ED are like fire.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
ED is great.
They're
the
real
OP
good.
is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're real
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
Speaking of voice acting, that's kind of my main thing that I don't love about this show.
Mike doesn't like it because they yell all the time.
They yell all the time, and
But
I
that's
like
just the energy. That's the
I
vibe.
know.
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't
just the
make it
vibe.
bad.
that's how vintage anime was. I know, and it is nice because it's like a nice like retro feeling anime. Like they somehow kept the retro vibes, but like updated to modern times, which is nice. It's refreshing.
Yeah,
and they
we
got rid
talked
of all
about
that.
Yeah.
They got rid of all that classic Rumiko Takahashi fat and made it like more concise.
I'm sure they trimmed the fat super hard.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
as far as yelling characters go, like they got the 2 best male seiyuu for yelling. Like they're
Yeah.
so funny.
Oh yeah.
But Jay, now you can talk about Blue Lock.
Now I can talk about
wait.
Blue Lock.
Oh, of course
you
I'm
guys continuing?
continuing it. Of course
Oh yeah,
I am.
yeah. We're both continuing, 100%.
I'll give it
course
a
I
few
am.
more episodes.
Okay.
It's on the drop contention list for sure.
Well,
We'll
we'll
see.
get to your drop contention list soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, there isn't any.
No, there's
keep going.
there's one. There's one.
Keep going.
So let's talk about Blue Lock for a bit because Blue Lock is so good. Let me tell you, it's so good. Like just from the premise of like Squid Game soccer, with like the animation, like some of the panning shots that happen during the games. Like I was watching
Panty shots?
panning. Like
Oh, I
when
was gonna say that's weird. There's no girls in this show.
Yeah, that is strange.
By the way,
No.
Jay, thanks for asking. I'm also watching this show.
Oh yeah, you are watching the show. What do you think of it, Mike? Because I was gushing about it before it came out.
It's really good.
It is really good.
Keep talking about the panting shots.
I feel like this show is like the sleeper show of the season. Like
It is.
Nobody's talking about this show.
Nobody's talking about.
I
It's
feel like
out
it's
there.
kind of
No,
going
people
under
are
for
definitely
sure.
talking about it, but it's not as loud as Chainsaw Man, Spy Family, even Mob, which like Mob isn't getting a lot of attention this season.
Mob never gets a lot
Mob's
of
getting
attention.
sneaky, not enough attention. But
Yeah.
I think it's just like there's other stuff overshadowing it. Is all it
Mhm.
is. It is really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, and like I mean, It's just good soccer. It's a very interesting take on sports because like it's basically anti-Haikyuu.
Yeah, kind of. I in the last episode I watched, they kind of started showing the real plan at stake here, like what they're kind of starting to do. And I don't want to really talk about it because it's kind of spoilers.
Yeah.
But like it's I'll just say it's not exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like the thoughts going into it, it's really good. It's a well-written show. The art's really good, and I love the style of like how things are shown and how it's conveyed, whether it be through like when people are getting serious or just like the look in their eyes and how that's drawn.
Yeah. I like in there's one episode there where Bocchira or whatever, or Bocchira, what was his name?
Which one was that?
The guy with the yellow eyes. He's yellow. He's talking to the main character there, the blue guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, oh, there's that look in your eye. There's the monster inside you. I can see it. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And the way they animated the monster coming out, it's cool.
Yeah. And like when his eyes are like that kind of like monster thing, I say in quotations. Yeah. It's like just like a swig, like a swirl in his pupils.
Yeah. And like you said, it's kind of anti-normal sports anime where it's like, oh, you have to play for the team. You have to do everything for the team. This whole thing so far has been about, no, we want to make you the best player. We want you to be the next superstar. The next Ronaldo, the next Messi. We want that. Which is cool.
Because we want Japan to,
Yeah. Which is cool because World Cup's coming up too. So like this is a cool show to watch while that's happening. And there's like actual, like they show anime Messi in it and stuff. It's kind of funny.
And like it, I feel like the stakes in this are much higher than pretty much any other sports anime. Because in most sports anime, they lose the tournament and then that's it, right? But there's actually more to it where if they lose, then something happens.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's definitely, if you are all into sports, definitely watch it.
Yeah, or like even if you're into things like Squid Game, check it out.
Yeah,
give it like
soccer
3 episodes.
Squid Game basically.
Yeah.
Sticking with it or dropping?
Absolutely.
Definitely
sticking with it.
Yeah. Mike, what's your next up?
My next pick is Mobile Suit Gundam G-Witch.
Woo!
This show is really good. I'm liking it a lot. It's basically
slaps.
Like we talked about on the last episode, they basically somehow took Gundam and made it actually like accessible into the modern times, which like they tried doing with Build Fighters, but it was just a little too kiddie and kind of silly, and it just doesn't, like there's no stakes to it or anything, and it's like kind of boring. There's actually stakes to it. There's actually like an interesting world that they're in. There's like a cool reason for the Gundam to be special to the other mobile suits, which I feel like is something that's been lacking in Gundam for a little while. Is like the one Gundam is special. Yeah. And in this, they have something, the Gund arm system and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really neat. And then Soletta's like just an absolute dream of a main character too. I love her so much. She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as someone who hasn't seen Gundam or hasn't seen
forgot to ask.
Gundam, which are from Mercury, what is one thing that you guys would recommend as like this is a good starting point or something that like would really convince you?
Depends on the person.
Well, I mean, a Gundam can be very intimidating to get into because of all of the, all of the things that you're required to know. Right. You don't need to know anything going into this at all. Do you know what a Gundam is?
I know what Optimus Prime is.
Do you know what a Gundam is, Jay? I'm asking you
genuinely.
You
mean like Big Zam?
No, like not even.
Okay, no, this isn't the show for you. Then I'm sorry.
I'm joking. I know what like it's a brand of mobile suit.
Yeah, perfect. There you go. That's all you need to know.
You can watch the show. Yeah, and they're special. They're special.
Yeah.
Mobile suits are common. Gundam are special.
Yeah, this show is basically cornered the market on cliffhanger ending. Each episode ends on a cliffhanger, and I love it.
Yes, it's
I'm
great.
Like, I need to, like, this show is, every time I end up having a cliffhanger in a show, I end up, like, reading the manga ahead. And this one, I can't do it. I can't do anything. I just have to sit there and wait for the next episode.
It's great. I love it.
And it's perfect. Yeah. No, Jay, honestly, you would like this show, I think. Yeah. It has the elements that you would enjoy.
It's cool too because it's a reverse harem. When I say reverse harem, it's just a harem with a female protagonist, which is
a harem with a female protagonist, and her harem has no restriction on gender. It seems.
It's really cool. It's just a cool, like, super progressive show, and it's very interesting to watch.
Yeah,
especially for such an old franchise.
Yeah, and Soletta is contender for best girl of the season.
Definitely up there. Yeah. A cinnamon roll, like you guys like to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Continuing with it?
I'm continuing with it. Are you continuing with it?
Yeah. I can't
Jay,
wait.
are you going to start it?
We'll see. I'm watching 14 shows this season, so
you should make it a nice even 15 then.
Yeah, just do
Cool.
it.
Tell us about your next show.
Ooh, my next show is the one that came out of nowhere for me. It came off the top rope and just gave me an RKO.
People's Elbow. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like it. It's called Bocchi the Rock. Oh, People's Elbow. That would have been Bocchi the Rock. Get it? Like People's Elbow, the Rock.
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Yeah. Like this show is the funniest show I've seen. I might get
He's getting hyperbolic
for this.
here, guys.
I might get heat for this. This is the funniest show I've seen since Konosuba.
Ooh. Konosuba is really funny, so that's a bold take.
Yeah.
I honestly, cool. I can see that. I think that for me, Bocchi the Rock is more of like a moe show, but like I definitely do vibe with the comedy.
I
Who's
get
watching the show?
Me.
Cole?
Cool.
Jay, are you watching the show?
Absolutely. It's so good. I vibe so much with Bocchi. She is me. She is my spirit animal.
Going back to the moe thing though, sorry. Yeah, I get that, but like the comedy in it for me is what sells it for me. The kind of breaking the fourth wall, the meta humor in it, just how Bocchi just overreacts to every little thing. Like it, Bocchi is me. I am Bocchi literally.
And like how her design changes when she's reacting.
Yeah, like depending on her.
Like when they told her to make an Instagram account.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's just like,
it's just a delight. Like it's got the vibes that really.
One thing I like about this show so far too is that it seems like they actually, whoever wrote it or came up with the script actually is a musician. I've only watched the first episode, to be entirely honest with you guys. Yeah, because I said I would for the podcast, but in the first episode, there's a point where she like finally gets the nerve up to go play with like a band or whatever. Like they invite her and she plays with them, and they're like, "You suck," but they also say that they like her. Like they listen to her on YouTube, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this person's really good." And they don't know it's her. Yeah, but like as a musician, you can be really good playing by yourself and really bad playing with other people.
Playing with a band is a whole new animal.
It's a different thing, right?
Because you got to play like on beat with everyone else, and you got to sync up with everyone else. So
and you gotta read the room. You gotta be really good at reading the room.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Which like a shy person like Bocchi wouldn't be able to do, right?
Yeah.
So like it makes a whole lot of sense.
Mike, though, what is your takeaway from episode 1?
I'll watch 2 more episodes for sure.
Okay.
I'm interested. I'm interested to see where it goes, but it kind of has the over the topness that I'm not always a huge fan of, if that makes sense. The reasons you guys are saying you love it so much, usually is something that I don't love.
Well, I'm continuing with it. Jay, are you continuing with it?
Absolutely. I'm continuing with it, and I think you should too.
Bocchi's another contender for best girl of the season.
Absolutely, Bocchi's a contender.
She's just doing her best, and like Jay says, she needs a hug.
She just needs a hug.
But I don't think she'd like the hug, so
I think she would hate the hug.
Oh, she would hate the hug, but she's getting one anyway.
Don't force your hug upon her.
But you can force your next show
upon us.
Say that.
You can force your next show upon us.
Yeah, tell us about your next golden show that you've picked here.
Okay, my next show is Shinobi no Ittoki, which is
unnecessary spice from Michael.
I don't know why this show makes me mad.
Which is Studio Troika's next show. You know them for Recreators and other shows like that. This show disappoints me.
Oh,
good.
Okay.
I feel like it could be so much better, and it just hasn't gotten to that point yet. Like, we're talking like low 6 right now.
Okay. That's pretty low. Who's watching it other than you, Jay? Mike, are you watching it?
No, I'm not watching it.
No.
I think it's just me. So essentially the premise of this story is the main character finds out that he's a part of a ninja family, and he's being hunted down by a different ninja family because he's the next in line to be the head of this ninja family. So to do that, they go hide out at a school run by the opposing ninja family.
Jay, what do you like?
I like not ninjas.
So it sounds like you're being pretty critical of this one. Is this a continuation for you, or is this on contention for being dropped?
I'm gonna give this a couple more episodes to see if it actually tries and go somewhere. But right now, it doesn't feel like it has a goal in mind.
Yeah. I mean, if it's from the same studio as Recreators, like Recreators had such a unique and interesting premise, where this sounds just a bit.
It sounds very
like
flat.
Yeah. When you drafted this one, Jay, like right away, I was like, even then, I'm like, this sounds like it's going to be just kind of like a boring show.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Troika also did Aldnoah Zero, and Aldnoah Zero is kind of like take or leave it.
Yeah, there's definitely reasons it could have been good. But
yeah.
Your suggestion of 6 out of 10 actually is very fitting because it's rated 61% on AniList right now. So
yeah.
You read the room on that one.
Yeah.
Good job. Better than Bocchi.
I think that if you like ninja shows, then like you might find some enjoyment in it, or just like
I thought he was gonna say the line. You like ninjas.
Or like something that you can just roast, then yeah, give this a try. But honestly, like I can't really recommend this to people without saying like
It kind of seems both too complex and too boring at the same time, if that makes sense.
Well, here's the thing. Every idea it seems to like get out, it doesn't flesh out enough to feel important.
Yeah, that makes sense. Are you going to continue it?
Like I said, I'm going to give it maybe like 1 or 2 more episodes, but it's kind of losing me.
It sounds like this is falling off the cliff.
Yeah.
Speaking of cliffs, Michael, this is a bad segue. Michael,
that was
tell us your
horrible.
next one.
No, because watching 5 seasons of My Hero Academia to get to season 6 of My Hero Academia is a cliff to climb. Especially when season 5 was fairly rough, shall we say?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Tough climb for sure. Like, have either of you watched season 5?
Oh, sorry. I'm confusing season 5 with season 6. I thought you meant season 6 has been rough so far. Yes, season 5 I still have to finish.
Yeah.
I haven't watched season 6. I just like
season 5.
Or yeah, I haven't seen season 5 yet. Like I just can't. I'm already reading the manga, and I know that the current arc or the arc of season 5 was just kind of like
boring,
not great.
Yeah. I just don't have the bandwidth. Like I do.
Yeah.
I can't pay attention to My Hero Academia. Like when it first started, it was like new and interesting and fun. Now it's going the same. It's going down the same tracks as like superhero movies to me.
Yeah, it's literally just anime's MCU at this point.
Well, let me tell you about season 6.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Okay.
I like it. It started very strong. The animation as bones quality as usual. And I'd say even a step up from season 5. It seems better animated. And it just seems like the stuff that season 5 spent the whole time setting up, which was kind of what made it boring, is that they just seemed like they were setting up and nothing ever really happened. It's all paying off now. So it's like, I don't know if it'll end strong because it kind of seems like a lot's happening right at the beginning. So we'll see how it carries through. But so far, so good. I'm going to definitely continue watching this. And I'd say it's worth slogging through season 5 to catch up to it.
That was going to be my question. Is it worth getting through season 5 to watch it?
Yeah, because then you know what's going on.
As someone who's reading the manga, I think my biggest issue is going back and having to get through all that stuff to get to season 6.
Well, if you're reading
just watch
the manga,
season 6 then.
I would assume you could just watch season 6.
Yeah, I just like my OCD bothers me about skipping seasons.
Yeah, I couldn't do it either. I was recommending it to you, but I could never do it. That's like dropping. It takes a lot for me to drop a show.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just like for me, dropping a show, it's like, well, I just stop watching it, you know? Obviously, like on the list, it'll look bad because it's not a completed fraction. But like if I'm bored or if I'm like really unentertained, then like I don't want to slog through something just to mark something as complete on a list.
Oh, I will. Yeah. I'm a masochist.
I am not.
Yeah. I'll continue watching it for sure. Especially the thing is I had to wait for the dub because I actually don't like the sub of My Hero Academia. The dub is kind of better in this one. So I'm a few episodes behind on this one.
I like the dub for My Hero Academia, but I've really come around on the sub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about the dub is Justin Brenner voices Deku,
it's
and
true.
he did he turned himself into a pickle meme in Deku's voice.
Oh, okay. I was not sure where you were going with that, but yeah.
and I thought that was very funny. I'll have to send that to you guys later if you haven't seen it.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Speaking of very funny, Cole, tell us about your next show that you drafted.
Thank you. I am very funny. Beast Tamer was my next show, and Beast Tamer's pretty good. I wouldn't say it surprised me with being so good. I wouldn't say that it's great, though. It's definitely just revenge wish fulfillment.
Solid 7. Solid 7 out of 10.
It looks like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, solid 7. There's
not
like,
7.5 out of 10.
No,
7.
7.
Yeah.
Low 7s, maybe high 6. It's not bad, but it's not great. I like the characters in it. It is kind of annoying how good the main character is at everything, and how
he's just a big goody two shoes.
And he's like amazing at everything, and how his previous team didn't notice that he was like super strong for what he is. It kind of bothered me, but I mean that was just the premise to get into the show. I like the girls in it. I'm not a furry.
Tanya Best Girl. Tanya Best Girl.
No.
Yeah.
No. The cat girl whose name I can't remember.
Kanade.
Yeah.
Kanade, like Canada, but with an E at the end.
Yeah, she's good. The Dragon Girl's good too. And that's the only ones I know so far. I'll continue.
Did you not watch? Did you not watch the most recent episode?
No, not yet.
No. Oh, I did. I just watched it before coming on, and I honestly think that your assessment of the show is very accurate. It's not great. It's not terrible.
Right.
It's just fine.
Yeah, I'll continue it. But I wouldn't suggest it. Michael, don't watch it. You won't like it.
Yeah, Mike, don't watch it.
I'm going to watch it.
I was just going to say Mike's going to watch it now.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do. Nobody tells DJ Request what to play. It's an obscure reference no one else but me and Cole will get.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You do get it. The next show.
I do get a show to talk about.
I'm on fire today, boys.
And I will talk about a show entitled More Than a Married Couple But Not Lovers. This is a very, very
long title.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
The show,
the show sucks.
Subjectively, it's a very good feel, like a very good comfy show that I can just like shut my brain off and just unwind and watch on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
But if I'm thinking about this objectively, it's like the only thing about this show is, oh, I'm with one girl, but I want to be with another. Oh no, what do I do? And then it's just that for the whole show.
What did you expect?
It's basically Nisekoi.
It's Nisekoi, but Nisekoi is better.
It's Nisekoi, but
worse.
But worse.
I will say that it got me interested enough to kind of like read the manga a bit. And yeah, it was cute, like you said. But it kind of just plays its cards over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, that's just kind of how I feel about it. Like, if you want to check this out, watch Nisekoi.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it has
just the first season. Season 2 of Nisekoi is not good.
Whoa. It has a bold take. It looks like if you're a fan of ecchi, this would be a good show. Just kind of based on what like the clips I've seen and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's very
lots of bits hanging out.
Yeah. I'd say like how Cole was saying the last show was like a 6 or high 6, low 7 kind of thing.
What do you predict the score as? I'm looking at the Annie list right now.
I'm going to say it's like a 64.
I'm going to say it's a 69. Nice.
The mean score is 72%.
Wow.
Honestly, like that's kind of around where I'd put it. Low 7, maybe high 6.
I feel like people who like this show knew they were going to like it and are like, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is probably like my turn my brain off feel good show of the season, but like it's not really anything special or ridiculously good. Though I will say I do like the art of the ED.
I'll have to watch that.
Oh yes, I have seen that. You showed that to me. It's actually it's pretty nice. It's definitely got Dress Up Darling vibes.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of what made me want to show it to you, because I like when I first watched it, it definitely gave off Dress Up Darling vibes.
Oh, I like that then. Send it to our music channel, Jay.
Yeah,
absolutely. Art-wise, yeah.
Mike, what's continuing or dropping, Jay?
Yeah, I think I'm going to continue this. I'm not at the point where I want to drop it yet, so we'll keep going for now. Also, I just want a Sunday show to watch.
Yeah, we'll try to remember to like update you guys when we drop shows, I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was going to say
we'll have an alert.
Yeah.
I have dropped.
I was going to say when Jay was saying this is his feel good show of the season where he just sits and like turns his brain off and enjoys it. And then I was going to say that was my next show, but then I looked and I'm like, oh no, I miscounted.
No.
That was no.
Yeah,
my next show that I drafted is To Your Eternity Season 2, a show where you can neither turn your brain off nor feel good while you're watching it. Because
you can neither turn your brain off or enjoy.
Yeah.
So, Mike, how's that wall look after you finish watching an episode?
See, I've read the manga, so like I already know what's happening. So it doesn't hit as hard, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You're kind of just like watching it to see how they do it. Mm-hmm. It's still good though. My wife's watching it for the first time as an anime only, and I think she's cried every episode so far. So that should tell you something.
So how's she enjoying looking at that wall?
Pretty good. It's a nice wall. We have some nice walls. We painted them, so they're nice and blue.
Nice.
Yeah, blue walls. But no, this show, if you enjoyed season 1, season 2, it seems like the studio change has paid off. It seems like they're animating it a little better. I thought that last season had some jank moments in the animation. It was kind of This one's more consistent on a whole. I could just be starting strong. You never know sometimes. Mm-hmm. The story seems a little more cohesive too, because there's kind of a good time skip. And I think if I remember right in the manga, it's basically going to be a more cohesive one arc throughout this entire season.
Probably. Yeah, that's what I'm predicting.
Yeah. So honestly, if you enjoyed season 1, and enjoyed is an interesting word to use there, you just watch season 2. It's really good. I'd recommend season 1 to everybody too, just to try it, because it's really interesting. It's by the person who did A Silent Voice, and it just kind of explores like what it means to feel and be a person and stuff like that. It's deep and it's good.
What is it to feel emotions, Michael?
Yes, the robot
says. Robot. Yeah.
I will be continuing this one.
Very good. And neither Jay or I are watching it?
No.
So we'll move on to my next show, Uzaki-chan. Oh boy, Uzaki-chan. It's basically more of season 1. I guess there's a little bit of development in the relationship, but
Has there been development in the relationship, Cole?
Yeah, there has been.
Or did it just show some development and then they went back to status quo next episode?
Well, we'll talk about this off air. I don't know. Uzaki-chan is...
Is this your feel-good show of the season?
No. It is what it is. This is the... Yeah, I don't know. Drop.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah. I read the manga, and the point that they're at in the show is just... It's what Jay was describing.
Just the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
No development.
Yeah, Uzaki's cute, but not cute enough to make me keep watching.
I feel like in general shows like this are really only good for one season for the most part.
Yeah. Dropping.
Yeah. I have a sneaky feeling that Dress Up Darling is going to be like that too. Like
season 2?
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah. I feel like it's got more to stand on than Uzaki-chan does, though.
Oh, like it's definitely going to be better, but
Marin is far more charming than Uzaki is.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like in terms of overall development in their relationship, just I don't know if it's going to be as great.
I can stand for it to have not a ton of plot as long as like the interactions between the characters are good. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying like plot, because romance stories don't really like have like quote unquote like story. It's more just like about the characters becoming a romantic thing.
This isn't the Dress Up Darling podcast, but
true.
I will say that at least Dress Up Darling has... I read Dress Up Darling for the cosplay stuff. I find it far more interesting.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best substance that it has.
And it has more substance than the average show just because of that.
Yeah.
Speaking of substance and cosplays, Jay, what's next on your list?
Next on my list is a little show called Akiba Maid War. And this show, when the season first started, I didn't expect anything from it. it just kind of like I honestly didn't even know it existed. It was just kind of there, and yeah. But then
honestly thought none of us drafted it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And then it just blew up everywhere, and I was like, okay, I got to draft this. So I drafted it, watched the first episode, and it was good. It was a good first episode, but it kind of played its card or its hand already. Just everything has already happened, and I know what I'm in for now, and I don't feel as into it, so I'm probably gonna drop this show.
Oh,
2 drops
Mike,
in a
are you
row.
watching this one?
I'm watching this show and I'm not dropping it. I don't know. I'm enjoying it still. It does kind of feel like Kong Ming last season, where it kind of came out of nowhere and took people by surprise, and that definitely carries it a little bit. But I like the ultra violence of it. I like how goofy and ridiculous it is at times, and like it seems like the characters are all pretty good and they all have their own. They're all kind of tropes, but they do it well. I'll definitely continue this one for at least a couple more episodes, and we'll see. I'll probably watch it all the way.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it one more episode, and if I still like it enough, then I'll keep going. But if it feels like the same cycle as the last episode, then I'm just gonna drop it.
Yeah, I feel like the shock value can only take it so far. Yeah, I get that,
and that's kind of what it was for me. Just like the first episode was kind of like a big shock, and it's kind of worn off by now.
I will say though, the best episode so far has been episode 5.
I'm holding you to that, Mike, because I'm very looking forward to checking it out, because it is the show
episode.
It is the show that will decide whether or not I keep going.
Yeah.
Speaking of keeping going, why don't we keep this list going?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Jay, did you say this show will decide whether or not you keep going?
I did say that.
Like
I realized that afterward. I meant this episode will decide whether or not I keep going.
And whether or not
like
you continue to live.
Yeah.
Yes.
You mean continue to watch?
Yes,
Okay.
but speaking of keeping or continuing to watch a show, Mike, I think you have one more show that you are watching this season.
I have one more show that I have to tell you about, and that show is my anime of the season. Reincarnated as a sword. No, it's not my anime of the season.
Okay.
I was honestly concerned for a minute.
My eyebrows just about shot off my forehead.
I know. I just wanted to see the look on your guys' face. But honestly, though, this show is... it's so good. It's really good. It's not going to be a 9 or a 10 out of 10 in any world. No one's going to rate it that. But it's very solid. It knows what it is. And it has like the meta gaming part of it that Overlord does. Mm-hmm. Like the main guy, the sword, think of him kind of like Ainz, where he has like that like knowledge and like the he's obviously overpowered. And Fran is probably going to end up best girl. She is so adorable and so cute, and like you guys always say, it's very strong protect energy with Fran.
So what you're saying, the kind of like relationship I'm getting between them is like she's basically the one that handles everything, and he's the one kind of like guiding her to do everything.
Yeah. So he doesn't actually have a name. She just calls him Shisho, which means like teacher.
Right.
She just calls him teacher the entire time. And the thing that I like about it is, it's like almost like a father and a daughter, or like a mentor and a disciple relationship. There's only one character so far that has been at all like ecchi. I like it because it's just nice and like wholesome with like an isekai vibe going on. And there's like the video gaming aspects to it. Like, and it's cool. Like in the last couple episodes here, they've been going into a dungeon and trying to find the dungeon master, and like they give this whole like explanation about how the dungeon master is blah blah blah, and it's like straight out of D&D, and I like it. And I'm definitely continuing to watch this, and I'd recommend people go watch it. It's very entertaining. It's not going to change your worldview or anything, but you're going to have a fun time watching it. It's a fun show.
So continuing.
Definitely continuing.
Nice. Jay, have you watched this?
I have not. No.
Okay. It's just me.
It's on my list. I might give it a go.
I'm the only person watching this show.
Yeah, I think this is the other show aside from the one that I just started that I'm thinking of starting and picking up.
If you like isekai and you like cat girls and you like overpowered protagonists and you like that like video game isekai, if that makes sense, watch this. It's really good. And especially if you don't want a lot of fan service too, it's a good show because it doesn't have a ton of fan. There's like hardly any. Cole, tell us about your next show.
Oh boy, do it yourself. Oh boy, I sure have watched this and not watched one episode. I haven't watched an episode of this yet. I've still got half a season to watch it. Listen, I can't handle any more shows right now. I know I'm going to like this show based on everything I've seen. So I am not going to drop it.
You're not going to drop it because you haven't picked it up yet.
Well, I'm holding it. I'm holding it in my hand and I'm saying I'm going to watch this.
For what it's worth, I've heard a lot of positive things about the show. I haven't watched it either, but I've heard people saying that they really are enjoying it. So I'm sure
that's what
good.
I mean. Like every thing I've seen online about it is like, come, Cole, watch this show. You'll really like it. And then I just say, oh, totally. How about I watch Mob and Urusei Yatsura and Bocchi the Rock and Beast Tamer and Mobile Suit Gundam and then nothing else.
Rip Chainsaw Man.
And Chainsaw Man. Yeah, of course, Chainsaw Man. I haven't watched it, so I have nothing to say about it other than I will watch it.
74% on AniList. Recommendations are Laid Back Camp, Keep Your Hands Off Isaacin, and K-On! So if you like those shows, you should watch this show.
Yeah.
I like K-On!
You like all of those shows, I think.
I haven't seen Laid Back Camp.
I feel like you'd like Laid Back Camp. That seems right up your alley.
I know I would. It's on the
list. Did they
list.
announce like a movie or something recently?
I think so. I think it was season 2.
Oh, it was season 2. That's right.
Yeah.
No, it's like season 3. There are 2 seasons.
That's what. Yeah, it was season 3. That's what it was. I knew it was a new season.
Yeah, but anyway, that's enough of my show that I haven't watched, and I'm sure it's going to be good. But Jay, why don't you tell us about?
Oh no.
Okay. I just want to say that the reason I like this show is probably not the same reason that I like every other show on this list. The reason I like Pop Team Epic is because it's just a stupid meme, and it feels like everyone that's working on this show is just memeing on TV for like 15 minutes. And as someone who scrolls through memes on the daily and just laughs at stupid memes, I'm laughing at this show, and it's really funny. But like, that's all it really is. None of the characters are interesting. There is no plot, which, like, I mean, it doesn't really need one. It's just a dumb comedy. And, like, you know, it looks rough, but, like, that's just the art style and that. But the kind of comedy that it's going for, which is, like, absurdist comedy, just, like, thinking of what the stupidest thing it could be. They're both Mike and Cole are like looking at me just
no. Listen, we're letting you talk. We're letting you take this on your own because this is punishment for picking this show.
Enjoy your show, Jay.
Punishment. Yeah. I'm enjoying myself. It's stupid, dumb fun.
Good. People like this show. Me and Cole are just being grumpy old men.
Yeah. But like, no, seriously, like I do enjoy laughing at this show, and that's really it. And by the way, Cole, I did send you a clip from this show, and you did say you giggled.
Yeah,
so,
at the subtitle.
Yeah, but the subtitle is what they're saying.
Yeah, well, somebody said "get bent" in Urusei Yatsura as well. Like that's.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but now that takes it away from Pop Team Epic.
In Reincarnated as a Sword, in like the last episode, they say this goblin looks sus.
Nice, I like it.
Really
nice,
yeah,
nice.
Like
that is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this show can get bent.
119 people on AniList have rated this 100%. So do with that what you will. It's a 10 out of 10 for some people.
I definitely wouldn't give it.
My eyes can only roll so far.
I definitely wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10. It's probably like a low 7. Like a low 7, I'd say. Not even.
I feel like it's
like
not
a 7.0.
I feel like it's not crazy to say that this show is definitely for some people and most definitely not for other people.
Yeah,
it's polarizing for sure.
The thing about this show is you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it.
Yeah,
I do like it. But
I'm a grumpy old man. So,
only because it's a stupid meme show that only lives to be that.
Listen, Jay, like enough about your stupid meme show. Are you going to continue watching it? I should ask you before we.
Yes, I'm going to continue watching it. Yes.
Okay. I'm dropping it, even though I haven't started it.
Yeah.
Let's go through our anime picks of the season again. See if we've changed anything. My new anime pick of the season was Chainsaw Man. It will continue to be Chainsaw Man. I love it. It's so good. Yeah. Jay, what was your new, and are you changing it?
My new anime pick was Blue Lock, and I am changing it.
Oh.
Urusei Yatsura calling it.
I am changing it to Arknight's Prelude to Dawn.
Jay, you watched one episode.
You watched one episode.
I know, but
Okay,
like
you really
I'm
gotta talk about
intrigued
it
by
now.
this first episode.
Oh boy, Jay's gonna invest so much money into this gacha game now.
No, I'm not gonna play the gacha game. I'm just gonna watch the anime and
it's
enjoy
actually
it.
one of the better gacha games, to be honest with you.
No, I know, but I don't play gacha.
Oh, it's a good call.
But
It's a great call,
the
actually.
first episode honestly like really gripped me, and I'm really interested to see where this goes.
I've seen positive things. I've heard the OP's a bop too.
Yeah. It's just like a good first episode that hasn't had the OP in it, so I don't know.
Well, that was the surprise of the season.
Jay
Oh, wow.
picking a game show.
Just off the board. Not even
Yeah.
one that he drafted.
Not even
Mike,
one that I drafted.
what was your new pick, and are you changing it?
Well, I'm just gonna say I will probably watch this show as well, that Arknight show, because I'm interested in it. I've played the game, so like I'm curious to see how they do. I think it has a pretty good budget behind it too. So my new pick was Mobile Suit Gundam Witch from Mercury, whatever you want to call it. I will be continuing to watch my lovely little Suletta navigate her way through the world of everyone trying to marry her. Yes, I will definitely do that.
Still your new?
Still my new pick for the season.
Right. Good. And then our overall anime of the seasons, I picked Mob Psycho 100 Season 3, and I would be a fool to not pick it, to continue to pick it. It's terrific.
Yes,
Jay?
it is splendiferous.
I picked The Eminence and Shadow as my anime of the season, and I look at Blue Lock because it is no longer anywhere on the board for my favorites. And I look at it and I say,
Is he going to do it?
maybe next time, buddy. I'm sticking with The Eminence and Shadow for now.
Oh.
That was
You had a chance.
pure spite.
We'll see you. We will see you in our award show. Mike, are you...
Unless
what are you
I
gonna
pick
do?
it as anime of the season for me.
Ooh.
No. Are you crazy? It's still Chainsaw Man. Of course it's Chainsaw Man. That show's so good.
Yeah.
We said it all in the intro to this. It's Chainsaw Man. We've been waiting for this for years. It's really good. And it's holding up. I want more Makima. I want more power. I want more Aki. I want more Pochita. I want more Denji. I want more devils. I want more power. Let's go. Chainsaw
I want more
Man.
power. Listen, I want more power.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for listening to the Anime Protagonist Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at AniProPod. That's ANIPROPOD. You can follow me personally. My Twitter is at AniProCall. That's ANIPROCOLE. Jay, what's your Twitter?
You can follow me at JGaredian, JayGareDian. And Mike, where can they find you?
Hey, I'm on Twitty at Gritty Gundam. GRITTYGUNDAM. Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out. With no tweets from recent memory.
I haven't tweeted in a while. But
Yeah.
I've retweeted some things.
You have.
Yeah, but if you really want to talk to us, come to our Discord. And like, review, subscribe, and tell a friend. It helps us out no matter where you're listening to us, whether it's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. And come to our Discord, like I just said. I'll say it again because it's important. Come to our Discord and talk to us.
Where can they find our Discord links and stuff like that?
Well, you can find links to all of our stuff at our link tree. That's linkter.e/AniProPod.
Linkter.abcde.
No. Linkter.e/AniProPod.
LINTREE.
Wait. Did you say LINTRE? Isn't it Linktree? LINKTR.ee?
Stop, you're confusing our lovely listeners.
Okay. Cole, please actually say it.
It's HTTPS colon? Or is that a semicolon?
Backslash.
LINKTR.EE/ANIPROPOD. That was riveting audio for everyone listening, I'm sure.
Why are Jay's headphones falling off his head? What's going on?
I don't know. We gotta wrap this up.
We gotta get out of here. Yeah.
We gotta wrap this gift up.
Yeah. Okay, we're rapping. We're rapping now.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.